Let's get Dad's old Chevrolet loaded up. No brakes. Good. Yeah, you can go that way just a little. The next morning we got her loaded up and chained down. Let's get on the road. Grinning ear to ear. Almost getting a junkyard started up out here. Real cool old truck. Dad bought this, Lord, probably 5-7 years ago. I can't even remember. It's a 66 model C30. You know, the 1-tons had the more bumped out fenders, I believe. Somebody built a pretty interesting bed on it. I think the parking brake's cool. Got a drum with a band on it right on the transmission. Cool. Get them old Cooper Discoverers. I can't wait to start on this with Dad. I seen him smiling when he unloaded it. I've always loved this truck. It needs a lot of work. We got some rust in the floorboard. Got an old pull handle for the parking brake. Heater vent. She's got a 4-speed in her. I wish we could go back to those dashes. Just cool. It's interesting, back in them days, everything was an option. You don't even have 2 visors in here. Got the dimples for it, but I'll show you on the Ford Dad has. It's only got a driver's side mirror on it. A lot of that stuff was kind of optional. Pretty interesting. Nothing fancy about the doors. That's all you need. She has her rust in her, not gonna lie. This door's ruined. Dad actually bought a brand new reproduction door to go on it. So it needs, honestly, it needs both doors and definitely a hood. Somebody bondoed the hood up. We're gonna save these fenders because I don't think you can buy the 1-ton fenders in here. So we gotta fix some rust, but the 60s was the best time for vehicle looks, in my opinion. It says 79,000, but no telling how many times it rolled over. I don't know. Blast from the past. Dad threw him a 66 quarter in there. Old cassette player. I have the horn button. I think it's in the glove box. Still runs pretty good. The last time Dad drove it, one of the wheel seals blew, so I don't have no brakes. That made it interesting loading. So we're gonna try to get that done up pretty quick so we can drive it around the house here. This This is one of them old school setups where you can sit on the fenders and work on it. Don't even have power brakes or power steering. Put a new master cylinder on it not long after he got it, and the brakes worked, but last time he drove it, I guess it blew a wheel seal. We're gonna get that fixed up where he can drive it around. I had rebuilt the carburetor, but I know it leaks out of one of the shafts. Needs a good cleaning again. There won't nothing else on the place start this wheel. It's set for like a good year and a half before we started it up yesterday. And it's got a 292 straight 6 on it. Back when they was proud to put their name across something. We got a couple of big to-dos before we can get to restoring this, but I want to get this going as quickly as we can to get Dad driving it. We haven't decided if he wants to do like a pretty much a restoration style and keep it stock original. I honestly thought about putting a 12 valve and a Allison in it and giving him something he can really drive. Dad could really use automatic in it, but we ain't decided on that. We'd love to have more power, but we almost can't bring it to ourselves to take that 292 out of it, just because you won't see it anymore. We're gonna build him a different bed to go on it. We're either gonna build him a flat bed and have skirts bent up the same as a cab, or we've thought about getting a long bed off like a 1/2 or 3/4 ton and then putting step side fenders on it for the duals. Hadn't decided yet. I don't even know if that'd work, because the duals is almost as wide as a cab are. They're just a little bit wider. Old narrow rear end for a dually. Let me know what y'all would like to see. Keep the 292, or is this a 12 valve project? It's a hard choice to make. Ready to start on it. Check out that visor. But you got your visor, and the roof kicks up a little bit right there. It's almost got one on the back. Them 60 model cabs just look way better. I like the 70s too, but hard to get him to paint him some white stripes on that. Alright, well, it's the day after the hurricane. About 4 days since we dropped this truck off here. Let's do a little cold start and see how she does. Alright, she's always been a little cold natured, so I'm gonna leave the choke on for a little bit, but she already started up pretty good. speed wobble on that pulley. I think it's about time for a water pump, but quiet as and smooth as can be up here. Take some choke off. Got the choke off now. Smooth and quiet. You know dang well we ain't gonna start it up, not take it for a little drive. Gotta clean some junk out of this cab. Side note, if you're gonna drive it around, make sure it's got gas in it. Clean the column up, it's making a little noise. Man, who needs a side-by-side when you got one of these? We're gonna get back to this pretty soon and fix the brakes on it, where we can drive it around the place for a kind of a side-by-side. But that'll do this one for now. I was gonna try to haul 2 trucks this weekend, but when my injection pump solenoid went out, it kind of threw the plans to the wind. I had a few other things to do, so we only got 1 truck hauled, but that'll do it for this weekend. Thank y'all for watching. Stick around because it's going to be a fun project.